I've struggled with being a perfectionist for as long as I can remember. And that has been one of the biggest reasons why I failed and I've struggled so many different ways in my life. And I found out that if I was going to run a successful business, that needed to change. And by the way, I am not perfect at it. So, my friends, welcome again to day 3 of the Confident CEO journey. This is a 30-day series. And if you haven't seen the other videos, I encourage you to go back and check them out. So, today I want to talk about mastering the CEO mindset. Now, the growth mindset is something that we often hear and quite need to grasp in order to be that confident CEO of our life and business. For many years, I did not really get what a growth mindset was because, well, again, I'm a perfectionist, but learning from mistakes is the key component of making sure that we get that growth mindset. Also, when we increase our motivation to do something, we're going to be really living in that ability to grow, to learn, to experiment. And really, the reality is that we must also embrace the challenges that are going to come about. For many of us, embracing challenges, even if they're scary, are going to be a key ingredient. Now, here are some common mind blocks for entrepreneurs that have to overcome. Number one, imposter syndrome. We feel it. You feel it. I feel it. Imposter syndrome is something that's especially in this day and age when there is so much of comparison in social media. And ultimately, when we don't really talk about our inadequacies, we're always going to look at somebody else and say, ooh, who am I to do that? Or I could never, or forget it. That person is perfect. They got theirs together, right? And the reality is, an imposter syndrome is part of the process, is how our brain works. Our brain has a negative bias, and it's always going to be looking at the negative side of town. And my friends, don't beat yourself up for over that, because if you spend time doing that, then you're going down that spiral of negativity. Now, the other piece is that fear of failure is another reason why we really need to stop and get that block out of the way. Because if we're going to be confident, if we're going to run our business successfully, if we're going to have that CEO mindset, challenges and roadblocks have to be moved. And fear of failure is part of the process, pretty much like imposter syndrome. They kind of go hand in hand. They're married. So let's understand that. Now, stop looking at somebody else. Stop measuring up. Stop looking and thinking, I'm going to fail. Hey, even if you do fail, it's necessary in order for you to learn, right? We must fall in order to know how to get up and keep going. And then the other thing is, you're going to doubt yourself. You're going to be that perfectionist like me. But all of these are really things that really get in our way of finding our way to be that confident CEO. Now, here's some strategies to build your resilience and confidence. And you know, I love to talk about confidence. The first thing is resilience is the ability to bounce back. Think about when you were a baby, right? We had a lot of resilience because people cheered us on. A lot of times you're not going to have people cheering you on as you like fall down in your butt. So get up and cheer yourself on. Oh my God, Julie, good job. You failed. Now let's learn from the experience. Challenges and adversities are part of the process, and really our confidence can be described. Pay attention to this. Our confidence can be described as believing in one's abilities and our beliefs. When we believe that we have the ability to do something or that we will figure it out, then when the challenges come and the roadblocks get in our way, we're going to find ways to go around them or over them or under them. So remember positive self-talk. Hey, Julie, good job. You're doing a great job. Hey, Julie, you got this. Hey, Julie, these are the things that I say to myself, and they sound really corny and weird and may feel awkward in the very beginning, but try them. You will see that that positive self-talk is one way to really be able to build that resilience and confidence. Now, also remember progress, not perfection. Who the hell is perfect these days, for the love of God? Come on. So think about it. I am a work in progress. You can't be perfect. And improve your physical state, your mental state. A lot of times when I'm feeling really bogged down, or I feel like, oh, I don't think I can overcome this challenge, or I don't think that I can bounce back, then removing myself from the monotonous of that situation, like either journaling or spending some time alone or going for a walk. And actually, my favorite thing is I tell my Siri to play me some music. I have a playlist called Serotonin, and just spending some time moving my body and doing something different helps me rebuild my resilience and confidence. Our mental and physical health are key to that resilience, to that confidence. And if you're going to be that successful CEO and you're going to master your mindset, keep in mind that these are the things that you must do. All right. Also, maintain hope. Hope is the things that we haven't seen, but believing that are out there. And believe in yourself while you're at it too. Believe in yourself. And the only way that you can learn to believe in yourself is by looking back and seeing how far you've come. What are the things that you've accomplished? And try not to beat yourself up over maybe not being as far along or as good enough yet. We've talked about the word yet. I'm not there yet, or I am working on being, or I believe that I can learn this. And reframe the failure as opportunities. And remember, consistent action gets you traction. Don't look at somebody else's timeline. We see people accomplishing things or being further along the road, but we don't realize where they've been. What have they done? So again, begin small, celebrate the wins, and systematically analyze your failures and decide, what could I do differently? What could I do better? And begin to experiment, be curious, and search opportunities for doing it again, trying a different way, or just working at it. When I used to go to the gym before the pandemic every day, my trainer would make me do stuff, and I'd be like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. And sure enough, it was a new thing. It would be hard. And sometimes I couldn't do it. Right. But as I continued to do it, my muscles began to really get better, and I began to not fail as much or begin to accomplish it just a little bit. So practice all of these. Practice, practice, practice. It doesn't make perfect, but it makes you better. And then you can move to the next level. Also, you need to embrace abundance. Stop looking at all the things you don't have. Look at the things that you do have. In my business, I may not have, 100 million clients, but even if I have a handful, they're amazing. I am so grateful for them. Maybe I don't have, a New York Times bestseller, but I have a book that has impacted the lives of people that have read it, right? So think about how you can shift some of the ways in which you speak to yourself and some of the ways that you see these things. And again, you are the master of your mind. You are the master of your mindset. It's an everyday journey to do so. And if you fall, start again. So until tomorrow, don't forget to tune in. I would love for you to tell me in the comments, what is it that you do to master your mindset? How are you continuing to go forward in this journey to be the confident CEO of your life and business? And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to the series, this podcast, And I would love to continue to bring you this amazing content. Tell me in the comments, what are your thoughts and what else you are looking to do? If you haven't seen the other videos of this series, make sure that you go here or here. I'm not sure where I'm putting that, but go in there if you're on YouTube. And if you're on the podcast, just go back a couple episodes and you will find it. And my friends, don't forget, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Bye.
Hi, everybody. I know that sometimes we get very lonely in this entrepreneur journey, and I want to invite you to join us into our limited time only Purposeful You Mastermind. For many of us entrepreneurs, we believe that we can do it all, but the reality is that doing it alone only creates a lot of overwhelm. So join us at the Purposeful You Mastermind. You can find out more information by going to bit.ly/Julie's Mastermind. This is going to be the place where you are able to then unlock your full potential and achieve long-term success for your business. Push you behind your current limits, expand your connections, discover new ideas, and implement them with confidence. You're going to get the support in all aspects and transforming you to the six-figure business you've been looking for. Pause and get off the hamster wheel if you've been spinning around. This is a time where you can get that support from like-minded entrepreneurs that are here to join you in your journey. Together, we can challenge the assumptions and land the speaking engagements and opportunities we want to grow our business and make an impact in the lives of people. See you then. Remember, you can find the mastermind at bit.ly, Julie's Mastermind.